Are you interested to learn how to create a winning content strategy in 2020? Are you a professional speaker, author, or consultant who's interested in building valuable online content to find your ideal client? My name is Alina Bonn, and I'm the founder of Agency 94. We provide copywriting and digital marketing solutions for professional speakers, authors, and consultants. So I'm here to share with you today 5 tips on how you can ensure that your content strategy is successful and valuable to your audience. So the first tip, conduct SEO keyword research. So as you probably know, SEO stands for search engine optimization. So this means what are the keywords that Google and YouTube and other search engines are pulling, and what keywords are connected to your services. For example, for my company, I would select marketing, digital marketing, copywriting, social media marketing. So you want to gather a good list of those keywords and ensure that the content that you're producing on your website includes those keywords so that when somebody goes to a search engine, they can type something related to that, and then Google will pull the content from your website. And so that's how finding SEO keywords will help you structure your content for the year. So once you have that list, step 2 would be to take your keywords and then turn them into content titles. So I'll link below a list that I like to use from, I think it's Inc. magazine, and it's about 50 titles that you can make for useful blogs, and it'll help you show you how you can create titles for how-tos, do's and don'ts, beginner guides, ultimate hacks, a bunch of lists like that are very useful to your audience. Because again, most of the time when people are looking online, it's that they're looking for solutions to their problems. So a lot of these guides that you can produce related to your industry is going to be very beneficial for your audience. Number 3, look at your competition. Go see who you're competing with, what kind of content are they doing. You don't want to copy them. You want to see, if you can see the statistics on any of their content, see which ones are doing well and which ones aren't doing well. And that can kind of give you a better idea of what, learn from their mistakes. Where should you focus more of your efforts, and what could you probably avoid? How do you think you could do it better? What's something that they missed? That'll help you give you a good gauge of what you should get into. But step 4 is that you want to make it your own. So once you have an idea of your position in the marketplace and what your competition is doing, you want to see where you can add more value. So you don't want to get stuck down a rabbit hole of just doing so much research that you're kind of holding back from getting started. Because again, you know your clients better than anyone else. You know exactly what they need to hear. And at the end of the day, if even though you have your competition, your ideal client isn't going through the exact same struggles as their clients are. So whatever you can bring from your knowledge and your experience into your content, that is why people are doing business with you. That's why they're coming to your website and seeking your expertise. And again, a lot of my clients already are well-known experts in their industries, and I'm helping them take their expertise in real life and transferring it online. But for any of my new viewers and anyone just starting off in this industry, you just have to know that being labeled an expert is just knowing a little bit more than the person next to you about whatever topic you're talking about. So it's, really all perception is reality. And if you can position yourself by creating this content, solving people's problems, and, just continuously giving them more and more information, honestly, I've seen that in my own business, where the more I give and the more problems that I solve, just by reading and experimenting and getting, that's how I'm building my experience, and I'm translating that to my clients. I noticed that is how you build your authority and your expertise. And sometimes I think that's an important thing for my audience to know, is to not get so overwhelmed with everyone else out there. And last point before I get too off topic, but it's kind of funny when you're a consumer and you're absorbing all the information from the different players in the industry, and you notice that at the end of the day, it's basically regurgitating a lot of the same content. However, people will attach to your story and your expertise differently because they relate to you differently. A lot of people will say the same things, and if you're so into your industry, you find those trends, and so it's really about figuring out how are we going to use your story, your experience, your platform to connect to your ideal client. So that is a major factor in creating valuable content for your audience. And the last step, which I think is another one that seems easy, but a lot of people often overlook, is to ask your audience, survey your audience. The more that you can build genuine relationships over the internet and your online presence, and people realize, hey, this person actually cares about me, actually cares about my needs, the more that you can establish those kinds of relationships through your platform, the better off that you're going to be building your reputation, their brand loyalty, and their trust in you, which as marketers, we all know the more trust you get, the better for business. So I highly suggest, if you have any sort of established audience, build those connections and make sure that you are not forgetting about them. Because again, the goal is to build 1,000 loyal fans. I forget where I read that, but I feel like at this point, everyone's heard that so much by now. We all know that that's kind of the goal. So, you want to lastly think about what are the common problems and trends that you're noticing in your consultations or when you're speaking with your current clients, and what kind of themes do you keep repeating with them, and what is something that you just wish everybody knew. What do you wish are the topics that you wish you could educate everyone before you start having to customize your solution? So that should help give you a good, solid foundation for creating your online content strategy. So I'll go over them really briefly just again. So it's first to conduct your SEO keyword research. 2, turn it into a list of useful blog titles, how-tos, guides, etc. 3, look at the competition, see what they're doing. 4, make your content your own. And 5, ask your audience. So again, my name's Alina Bonn from Agency 94, and I wanted to drop a little teaser that I've got a new service coming out to help professional speakers, authors, consultants, and thought leaders in their industries to create consistent content. So that is in the works, and I'm very excited to share it with you soon. It'll be coming within the month, so I'll definitely be posting about that shortly. If you have any questions in the meantime, please comment below or send me an email, and I'd be more than happy to answer any questions you have. Thank you for listening.